Welcome back to Candid Cinema, darlings. Today we're going to London and I will be reviewing the new Disney live action film, Cruella. Guys, don't worry. No Dalmatians were harmed in the making of this video. I just want to be clear before we start. Okay? Cruella. Craig Gillespie's Cruella. Emma Stone as Cruella. My God. I went into this movie with like the lowest expectations. You can literally ask anyone. I had it like at a 6 going into it. That's how like low my expectations were. Now, going into Cruella, majority of my friends, majority of critics, they were raving about it. They were hyping it up and I'm like, come on, it can't be that great. Then I watched it. I was hooked. Within the first 10 minutes, I fell in love with Cruella and I just absolutely loved every single aspect of this film. It is the best Disney live action film to date. One of the best movies I've seen this year. It is fantastic. Emma Stone and Emma Thompson, their chemistry, their commitment to these characters absolutely floored me. They were phenomenal. This is also Emma Stone's best performance to date. Yes, to date, her best performance to date. She really dug deep into this one and you could just see her having fun on screen. She really enjoyed this role. This is also a very strong origin story. Yes, the runtime is a bit long, but it is just so engaging from the very beginning, and that's all thanks to Craig Gillespie. He is the director of I, Tonya, so honestly, I don't know why my expectations were that low going into it. For me, it's like the Disney live action films that have come out haven't really impressed me, to be perfectly honest, except for Cinderella. I thought Kenneth Branagh's Cinderella was absolutely stunning and I loved that movie. Everything after that just felt, disappointing for me, but this, oh my God, it is just so bold in its costume design and its music choices. The soundtrack was unreal. The songs that they reworked for this particular film, there was a new song for every single scene, but it worked. It was grungy, it was dark, it was really just in your face of who Cruella was. Even though the first act felt a bit long because you're setting up everything, but once it kicks in the middle with Emma Thompson and Emma Stone, it just puts the freaking pedal to the metal and just takes you on this amazing ride until the very end. What I loved most about Cruella is the fact that the twists in each section, if you really want to look at it, they weren't far-fetched, they weren't over the top, and they were perfectly placed for the shock value. And I was a bit shaken. And like to see how the Dalmatians came into play to foreshadow, the way that she is in 101 Dalmatians. It was just really well written. And I love this origin story for Cruella de Vil. I thought it was excellent. And the way they pieced everything together, I was just very impressed with this. At the end of this film, you just want to be Cruella. Like, who doesn't want to be Cruella? She's a badass fashion designer. Like, this is what you made her. I'm not so keen on killing the dogs, but that's the story that they wanted to tell. But just the way Emma Stone embodied Cruella, I was just so freaking happy for her. I was absolutely beaming. I had the biggest smile on my face when watching this film. It was excellent. I loved every single second. You see Cruella with her mom at a very young age, that she is an aspiring fashion designer, and you see that she has an identity crisis. She has a version of her who, her mother named Cruella, and her actual name is Estella. So she has this duality at the very beginning of who she is as a kid and what's actually inside of her. So you kind of see that grow. She hides Cruella away for a very long time, but she has tendencies to do something bad. When you watch the entire film, it just feels that Cruella is just exposed in the cinematography, in the music, in the loudness of the images on screen. And you have Estella being pulled by Cruella, which is the outside world, and everything that happens to her, and it's just one obstacle after another, and it eventually makes her go mad. It does. It makes her go mad. She's brilliant, but mad. I thought it was just really, really interesting to see Emma kind of play both sides, because once she turns into Cruella, it is some of her best acting, and it's very subtle. The line delivery is very subtle. Her laugh is iconic. It's next to Angelina Jolie as Maleficent's laugh. Like, that is on par. It's fantastic. It's just so great. And when I heard it, again, big fat smile on my face. I loved it. The heists that were performed in this film, top notch. I thought they were also very strong, especially with the song choices to enhance it. So I just really loved every single thing about this film. It was pure Disney magic. We need more live action villains coming to life, because Cruella is literally the best thing I've seen. The camera work from Gillespie, just unreal work. He really played around with it. He made it very edgy, and I love that about him. And everything was very fast-paced. It was very fast-paced. There were some missteps where, like, some scenes did run long in the first half, but it was still, like, very quick when there were action sequences. Just so everyone knows, there's also a post-credit scene, which made me jump up and down with joy, because this movie definitely deserves a sequel. This is Emma Stone's defining moment in her career. Yes, I know she won an Oscar, but oh my God, you guys will not shut up about Emma Stone in this movie. She's absolutely fantastic. It's like it was made for her. It really was. And I'm really happy that she was able to tap into that darker side, because she absolutely smashed it. She knocked it out of the park. So Cruella has some great elements. The only thing that I would probably say that it doesn't really work is the runtime. I feel like you could have condensed it a bit more, but just the costume design, the production design, the soundtrack, the acting, these freaking performances are so strong. The chemistry between Emma Thompson and Emma Stone, just unreal. And the story is heartfelt, it's beautiful, and there's plenty of moments where you're going to be in shock of how things come together. And it's just awesome. It's awesome. One of my favorite movies of the year. Cruella is totally worth your money on Disney Premier Access. Please go watch it in theaters. I unfortunately cannot go watch anything in theaters yet because they're not open near me, but I am advising you to please watch this in theaters. If you have a theater open near you, this deserves to be seen on the big screen because it is just big and loud and devilish like Cruella. It's fantastic work from everyone on the team. I loved it. I loved every second of it. I need more. I need more. Please, I need more. And Emma Stone gives one of the best villain monologues at the end of this film. Cheers to you, Emma, because holy shiznit, it was awesome. Well guys, I did rate Cruella a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe. You can always find me over at AMX NDA Reviews on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Come join in on the conversation, guys. I will not stop talking about Cruella until the next Disney project that comes out, which will probably be Luca in June. Catch you guys next time. Keep watching movies.